Welcome back to HD Coins World. Today you are about to discover 5 United States half dollars that look completely ordinary, yet every single one of them is considered one of the most valuable coins in the entire numismatic world. Most people walk past these coins every day without knowing their true potential, but collectors are paying serious money for the right mint mark, the right year, and the right condition. Stay with me, because one of these half dollars in your pocket right now could be worth a small fortune, so let us start. Top 1. There is something truly astonishing hidden inside a simple coin that millions of Americans have handled without ever realizing its real importance. Because the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar has become one of the most surprising treasures in the modern numismatic world, with rare varieties and elite high-grade examples selling for unbelievable amounts of money at major United States auctions. The mystery begins with the year 1971, a year that marked a powerful change in American coin history. The United States Mint officially ended all silver and circulating half dollars, creating a full copper, nickel-clad coin that was meant to be common, ordinary, and forgettable. Yet the 1971 D half dollar refused to stay ordinary, and instead it became a modern legend because of its extreme grade rarity and unexpected minting anomalies that collectors chase with passion today. To truly understand the value of the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar, we must look at its place in American history. The Kennedy series itself was created in 1964 as a tribute to President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, whose leadership and tragic loss deeply changed the nation. Americans saved the new half dollars immediately as symbols of respect, meaning fewer were used in circulation, and that tradition continued into the 1970s. This is why so many people still have old Kennedy half dollars hiding in jars, drawers, and boxes, without knowing that one of them could be incredibly valuable. The design of this coin remains iconic. The obverse shows the bold and dignified portrait of President Kennedy, sculpted with strong detail and deep meaning. The reverse displays the majestic presidential seal with the spread eagle surrounded by rays and stars. The 1971 D version carries the Denver Mint mark, and although hundreds of millions were produced, only a very tiny number exist with the exceptional strike and flawless surfaces required for the highest mint state grades, and that is where the real rarity begins. Collectors know that the 1971 D half dollar is nearly impossible to find in perfect condition. These coins were struck for circulation with no special handling, no protective packaging, and no intention of being saved by collectors. As a result, most of them show scratches, bag marks, weak strikes, and heavy wear. That is exactly why a nearly flawless example becomes a once-in-a-generation discovery that pushes auction prices to the sky. The demand for elite examples continues to rise year after year. Grading companies receive thousands of 1971 D coins, yet almost none achieve the top grades. The difference between Mint State 66, Mint State 67, Mint State 68, and Mint State 69 is enormous in value, and collectors fight hard for the highest certified examples. This strong demand has turned the 1971 D half dollar into a superstar of the modern market. Now let us talk about the most exciting part of this story: the highest verified auction prices ever recorded for the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar. The most remarkable sale took place at Heritage Auctions in the year 2023, when a breathtaking Mint State 69 example sold for $10,200 United States dollars, a stunning price for a coin that many still believe is common. Another legendary sale occurred at Heritage Auctions in the year 2016, when a sharply preserved Mint State 68 example sold for $5,405 United States dollars, proving how fast the value rises when the quality reaches the elite grading levels that collectors dream about. A third notable sale came from Stack's Bowers Galleries in the year 2022, when another Mint State 68 coin, struck with exceptional clarity and surfaces, sold for $3,812 United States dollars, reinforcing the enormous demand for high-end examples of this special year and mint combination. These auction results have transformed the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar into one of the most desirable modern United States coins in circulation today, because anyone could still find one in an old roll, an old collection, a family box, or even pocket change. That possibility creates powerful excitement among collectors, treasure hunters, and new viewers discovering the world of rare coins for the first time. If you ever come across a brilliant 1971 D. Kennedy half-dollar with sharp details, smooth surfaces, and minimal marks, it may be worth submitting to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Because the difference between an average coin and a top-grade coin can be thousands of United States dollars, and the market for this date only continues to rise as collectors recognize its incredible rarity in the highest grades. The 1971 D. Kennedy half-dollar is a perfect example of how hidden treasures still remain in the numismatic world, waiting to be discovered by collectors who understand what to look for, and it remains one of the most valuable and fascinating modern half-dollars ever struck by the United States Mint. Top 2. The 1972 D. Kennedy half-dollar is a coin that continues to surprise collectors across the United States, because this simple copper, nickel piece, minted for everyday circulation, has produced some of the most shocking high-grade auction results in the modern numismatic world, and today it stands as one of the most desirable half-dollars hidden in American change. The story of the 1972 D half-dollar begins during a period when the United States Mint was still adjusting to the new copper, nickel-clad composition introduced in 1971, and the Denver Mint faced heavy production demands that pushed machinery, dies, and striking quality to their limits. As a result, the coins produced that year vary widely in sharpness, luster, and surface quality, creating rare opportunities for collectors to find extremely valuable high-grade examples. This coin carries forward the iconic design honoring President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, a powerful symbol of leadership, unity, and national pride. The obverse features the well-known portrait that millions of Americans instantly recognize, while the reverse displays the majestic presidential seal, complete with the bold eagle, the olive branch of peace, and the arrows of defense. Even though the design is familiar, the 1972 D version holds a unique place in history because of its unexpected rarity in upper mint state grades. High-grade survivors of this coin are incredibly difficult to locate. Most 1972 D half-dollars entered circulation as intended, receiving marks, abrasions, and wear that prevent them from reaching elite grading levels. Even coins that appear clean to the naked eye often reveal subtle imperfections under magnification, making it extremely rare to achieve the top mint state grades that command thousands of United States dollars at auction. Collectors also pay close attention to strike quality. Many coins from this year show weak strikes, incomplete hair details, and shallow features on the eagle, which is why a sharply struck example with bright luster becomes a true standout. Only a small fraction of 1972 D half-dollars have the level of precision and surface quality required for the highest certification, and that scarcity is what drives powerful demand among serious collectors. The value of this coin rises dramatically as the grade increases. A typical circulated example carries only face value, but a fully brilliant, sharply struck, high-end mint state coin can shock even experienced collectors. The rarity becomes extreme in the top grades, where only a tiny handful of coins have ever been certified by professional grading companies. Now let us talk about the most exciting part: the highest verified auction prices ever recorded for the 1972 D. Kennedy half-dollar. The most impressive result came from Heritage Auctions in the year 2022, when a spectacular mint state 68 example sold for a remarkable $2,400 United States dollars, proving how extraordinary this date becomes in top condition. Another strong sale occurred at Stack's Bowers Galleries in the year 2021, where another mint state 68 example reached $1,920, showing the consistent demand collectors have. For high-grade survivors of this very challenging year, a third notable sale took place at Heritage Auctions in the year 2016, with a mint state 68 coin selling for $1,406 United States dollars, confirming that the 1972 D half-dollar has held powerful value for years and continues to rise whenever an exceptional example appears. These auction prices reveal the truth about this coin. The 1972 D Kennedy half-dollar may look common, but elite high-grade examples are among the most difficult modern half-dollars to obtain, and collectors eagerly compete whenever one reaches the open market. The combination of history, design, scarcity, and grade rarity makes this coin a standout treasure in the world of United States numismatics. If you ever find a brilliant, sharply struck 1972 half dollar with glowing luster and almost no marks, it may be worth sending to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Because the difference between an average coin and a top-level mint state example can be worth thousands, and many collectors have discovered hidden value in coins they once believed were ordinary. The 1972 D. Kennedy half dollar remains one of the most exciting modern coins to search for, because every collector knows that inside the date and mint mark lies the possibility of discovering a rare, high-grade treasure that could transform an everyday half dollar into a valuable numismatic prize. Top 3. The 1976 D. Bicentennial Kennedy half dollar is one of the most iconic coins ever released by the United States Mint, and what makes it even more exciting is that this special edition was created to honor 200 years of American independence, making it a powerful symbol of history, patriotism, and extraordinary collector demand that continues even today. This coin was issued during a time of national celebration, when the entire country joined together to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The United States Mint developed brand new designs for the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins, creating some of the most beloved circulation pieces in American history, and the 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar became a centerpiece of that amazing moment. The obverse continues to display the timeless portrait of President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, which represents leadership, inspiration, and American unity. However, the reverse of the bicentennial half dollar is what truly sets it apart. Instead of the presidential seal, the design features the dramatic Independence Hall in Philadelphia, the birthplace of American freedom, with the dual dates 1776 and 1976 boldly displayed to mark the bicentennial celebration. The Denver Mint produced millions of these coins. But collectors quickly discovered that finding high-grade examples with exceptional strikes and brilliant luster is far more difficult than expected. Many bicentennial half dollars show weak details on Independence Hall, soft features in the Kennedy portrait, or heavy contact marks from mass production, and only a very small number survived with the quality required for the top mint state grades. The excitement around this coin remains extremely strong because bicentennial coins are deeply loved by new collectors and experienced numismatists alike. Nearly every American family remembers saving these special coins, and that emotional connection adds powerful demand in the modern marketplace. Even though the coin is common in circulation, the high-grade versions certified by leading grading services are extremely rare, and those are the coins that bring serious money at major auctions. Collectors especially value examples that show blazing luster, deeply defined architectural details on Independence Hall, and clean fields with minimal marks. These qualities are very difficult to find in the Denver Mint issue, which is why the highest certified coins continue to impress buyers and create surprising auction results that capture the attention of the numismatic world. Now let us talk about the highest verified auction prices for the 1976 D. Bicentennial Kennedy half dollar. The most impressive result came from Heritage Auctions in the year 2020, when a magnificent mint state 66 example sold for $9,600 United States dollars, an incredible price for a modern half dollar that many people still overlook. Another outstanding sale occurred at Stack's Bowers Galleries in the year 2022, when a sharply struck mint state 66 example sold for $4,200 United States dollars, demonstrating how quickly value climbs when the quality is exceptional and the luster is strong. A third notable result came from Heritage Auctions in the year 2015, when another beautiful mint state 66 example sold for $3,520 United States dollars, confirming the consistent demand for superior bicentennial half dollars at the highest certified levels. These powerful auction prices prove that high-grade bicentennial half dollars remain some of the most desirable modern United States coins, because they combine history, nostalgia, and striking beauty with serious numismatic value. The dual-date design and patriotic theme make this coin unforgettable, and its scarcity in near-perfect condition ensures that collectors continue to compete for the finest examples whenever they appear. If you ever discover a bicentennial half-dollar with bright luster, crisp architectural lines, and minimal marks, it may be worth sending to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Because the difference between an average circulated example and a top mint state certified coin can be thousands of United States dollars. The demand for this date remains extremely powerful, and collectors appreciate the deep historical meaning behind each bicentennial issue. The 1976 bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar represents the heart of American history, and it continues to inspire collectors with its bold design, patriotic symbolism, and rare high-grade survivors that can bring exceptional value. It remains one of the most popular and most searched United States coins, making it a perfect treasure for anyone exploring the world of rare and valuable American half-dollars. Top 4. There are certain coins in the Kennedy series that remain quietly overlooked by the public, but highly respected by serious collectors, and the 1973 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar is one of those hidden treasures that continues to impress the numismatic world with surprising rarity in high grades and powerful auction results that many collectors do not expect. The year 1973 was an important moment for American coinage because the United States Mint did not release half-dollars for general circulation. Instead, 1973 half-dollars were struck mainly for collector sets, which means far fewer coins entered circulation compared to earlier years. As a result, every high-quality 1973 no-mint mark half-dollar that survives today holds strong collector interest and historical importance. The coin features the timeless design honoring President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, a national symbol of hope, leadership, and unity. The obverse shows the iconic portrait that millions of Americans recognize instantly, while the reverse displays the powerful presidential seal with its bold eagle, shield, olive branch, and arrows. Even though the design remained consistent, the 1973 no-mint mark issue stands out because examples with exceptional luster and perfect surfaces are incredibly hard to find. Collectors quickly discovered that although many of these coins were saved in sets, not all were preserved well. Some developed light marks from handling, some suffered from weak strikes, and others lost their original luster over time. Only a very small fraction remained in pristine condition, with sharp details in the hair, clean fields around the portrait, and a strong, brilliant strike on the eagle's feathers. Those rare qualities are exactly what make this date so valuable in upper mint state levels. The 1973 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar has gained a strong reputation for grade rarity. Achieving mint state 66 and higher is extremely difficult, and this is where collectors compete aggressively. The price difference between a typical mint state coin and an elite example is enormous, which makes this one of the most exciting modern half-dollars for collectors searching for treasure inside older sets and collections. The market demand for this coin remains powerful because collectors know that the supply of truly exceptional examples is very limited. The highest graded survivors showcase intense luster, crisp definition, and minimal marks, and those coins continue to attract attention each time they appear at auction. The combination of low circulation release, design beauty, and grade rarity has made this date a standout choice for serious enthusiasts. Now let us talk about the highest verified auction prices ever recorded for the 1973 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar. One of the most impressive sales came from Heritage Auctions in the year 2020, when a stunning mint state 66 example sold for $1,160 United States dollars, proving just how valuable this date becomes when the quality reaches the elite levels. Another strong sale occurred at Stack's Bowers Galleries in the year 2021, where another mint state 66 example reached $960 United States dollars, showing that collectors consistently pursue high-grade examples with strong competition. A third notable sale came from Heritage Auctions in the year 2016, when a beautifully preserved mint state 66 example sold for $770 United States dollars, reinforcing the rising demand for the best certified examples of this quietly rare date. These auctions clearly show that the 1973 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar has an important place in modern numismatics. Even though the coin may appear common at first glance, the highest grade examples are truly scarce and highly desirable, making this date a perfect treasure for collectors who appreciate hidden rarity and strong long-term value. If you ever discover a 1973 no mint mark $half with sharp details, bright luster, and clean surfaces, it may be worth sending to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC, because the value can increase dramatically when the coin reaches the upper mint state levels. Many collectors have found surprising gems hidden in old mint sets, proof sets, and long-stored family collections. The 1973 no mint mark Kennedy $half continues to shine as a powerful reminder that not all rare coins are old or silver. Some of the most exciting treasures come from modern decades, waiting quietly inside forgotten sets, ready to surprise collectors with their rarity and value. This coin remains a standout piece for anyone searching for rare and valuable American $half. Top 5. Today you are about to discover a coin that almost nobody checks in their collection, yet it hides one of the most powerful stories and one of the strongest collector demands in the entire United States numismatic world. This is a coin that is more than 100 years old, born during one of the most important moments in Illinois history, and its highest auction prices will absolutely shock you when I reveal them at the end of this video. Get ready, because this coin deserves the number one spot and you will not want to miss a single moment of its story. The 1918 Illinois Centennial $half was created to celebrate 100 years of Illinois statehood, but it became something far greater than a simple commemorative release. On the front of this beautiful coin stands a bold portrait of Abraham Lincoln, honoring both the state and one of the most respected leaders in American history. When you hold this coin, you are holding a moment of American pride struck directly into silver during a time when the nation was rebuilding and reshaping its identity. This coin carries a design unlike any other United States $half of its era. The Lincoln portrait is detailed, powerful, and instantly recognizable, giving the coin a special presence among collectors. On the reverse, the Illinois state seal stands proudly, symbolizing strength, progress, and independence. The combination of historical meaning, sharp artistry, and pure silver makes this coin one of the most desirable commemorative $half ever produced. The rarity of this coin increases even more when you consider its survival condition. Although more than 500,000 examples were minted, only a very small percentage survived in high grade because these coins were released directly into circulation and used like regular money. Collectors today search for clean surfaces, strong details on Lincoln's hair and beard, and a rich original silver tone, because those features dramatically increase demand and market value. The collector demand for the 1918 Illinois $half has grown stronger every single decade. Serious collectors of United States commemoratives know that this coin represents an important moment in both American and state history, and that makes it a priority piece for anyone building a complete silver commemorative set. Even lower-grade pieces sell easily, but high-grade examples command extremely strong premiums and continue rising with time. Now let us talk about value, because this is the moment that shocks many collectors. A typical circulated example can already sell for impressive money, especially when the surfaces remain original and clean. Higher-grade pieces certified by PCGS or NGC enter a completely different level of the market, attracting serious collectors and often selling for strong four-figure prices depending on condition. And now it is time for the 3 highest verified auction results for this historic coin. At Heritage Auctions, an exceptional piece graded MS-67 sold for an unbelievable amount of $8,250 United States dollars in the year 2021. Another MS-67 example sold at Stack's Bowers for $7,520 United States dollars in the year 2020. And at an earlier Heritage auction, a superb gem example brought an incredible $6,375 United States dollars in the year 2018. These prices show you how powerful the demand is when a coin combines age, beauty, rarity, and deep American history. If you are a collector searching for a long-term treasure, the 1918 Illinois Centennial $half is one of the smartest coins you can add to your collection. Look for original surfaces, strong luster, sharp details, and certification from PCGS or NGC for maximum value and protection. A clean, problem-free example will always attract strong attention in the market, This is why the 1918 Illinois Centennial half-dollar deserves the number one spot in our list today. It carries history, beauty, value, and collector demand all in one powerful coin, and every year it becomes harder to find high-grade examples in the wild. If you have one, you are holding a piece of American heritage that only grows more special with time.